let's talk about my paper hands that I've had this week. Yeah, this week, probably yesterday, I think it was. We record this on Thursday, so I sold probably half of my portfolio on Thursday. And I want to state it right here, it's nothing to do with the market economic situation. Well, nothing that affects the price of stocks going up and down. No, I was not scared in any way. In fact, the only stocks that I've left are the ones which are in the negative by 20, maybe even 30%. Some of them are at the moment down that low. But I've had a personal financial situation that's come up where I will probably need to pay for a part of my house on the Help to Buy, and I'm unlikely to get a good mortgage rate or even a mortgage at all. So I need the cash, and I thought the cash was coming from somewhere else, and we had all that planned, but that is not there anymore. So I've had to find it somewhere else. And what I've done is I've found it in my stocks. I've had to, because we're not going to pay off the rest of this equity by next year, this is now money that I need. And I think number one market rule between the three of us here is that don't invest money that you think you're going to need within the next couple of years. And what's happened is I need about 20 grand. And so I'm putting it into a savings account or a high interest account, and even possibly paying for something, paying off the mortgage because of interest rates right now. So yes, the macro condition is kind of affecting why I've had to make this sale, but it's not because of price at all.
Yeah, so David Gardner from the Motley Fool has a rule about when you're supposed to sell. Can any of you remember offhand when that is, that you're meant to sell things? He's a buy and hold kind of a guy. Steve's shaking his head. He was the one I thought might know. I don't think so, actually. No, his rule is sell when you need the money. Which is exactly what you're doing, right? I mean, his idea is that you watch it go up and up and up, but the point is you sell stuff when you need the money for it, and you don't sell stuff if you don't need the money for it. But the important part of that is, look, if something happens in cash you thought was going to be there isn't there, the right thing to do is sell your part of your portfolio. It's now Thursday. You said you sold about 50% of it on Wednesday, so that's probably about 85% of it by today's standards, by the way the market went out the gate here. I haven't actually looked in the last few hours.
It's
but look,
been pretty good actually at the end.
Very green.
Okay.
Has it?
Yeah,
okay, fine.
Yeah.
Oh well. But that's the right thing to do, right? I mean, I think we all agree that when you have a better use for the money is one idea, but if you need the money and you have a better use for it because it's urgent, then yeah, absolutely selling it's the right thing to do. And worrying about whether it was higher last week or the week before or whether it will be higher next week is the kind of game that none of us is in, really.
Yeah, and the best laid plans, we're not expecting 6% mortgage rates and 10% inflation, and and then obviously the risk-free rate, which we'll touch on later, creeping up as it is today.
Yeah, it's a decision that I've made. Whether it's a good decision or not, I don't know. But as soon as this money is locked away safe, I will be back, and trust me, I will be smashing stuff into the market. It's just we need to get this out of the way.